Everything that I wanted to be, my city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
About 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball. And
blitz coming, and down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If he gets strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Through him. There's another truck. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Jack.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now again, right side McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Tua. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're getting the football back again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Hill to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They go play action. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Down.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now Now Cousins here on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They run again on first down, Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a slant to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south of Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Here we go. Clock 10.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
Complete to Irv Smith Jr. It's a pickup of 6.
We're out here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38.
From the 39, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
24. Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Let's go now.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Tua going to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after him.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready, break.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, If you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. Nope.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 now, 3rd and goal. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Let's go. Ready?
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To his throw, caught by his receiver Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Tua now on first down. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Okay, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire